Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back with another body cam. Today's video, man. Today's video, man, we got CCTV captures couples last moments what police find this is horrifying.
What?
That was so dry.
What was it?
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Liking it with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's get it. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Yeah.
Sweatshirt, possibly a blue jacket, kind of pants, light blue do-rag, gray hat,
Where is it?
tan coat, black top, down to the one of the jacket.
It started with an argument over a bottle of iced tea. It wasn't a robbery, just a back and forth at a convenience store. He shot him and walked out, drink in hand, like nothing had happened. But that wasn't the real shock. They found something far worse inside his apartment.
Jesus Christ.
What the world?
Mike, you think a female? Yeah, it's a female. Wonder if that was mom.
3 lives would ultimately be tied to that one afternoon. And it all begins in 2:45 p.m. on December 8th, 2022, inside a dash-in convenience store in White Oak, Montgomery County. It's a typical winter afternoon. The store isn't very busy, and the staff is moving through their regular routines, stocking shelves and handling customers without any pressure. Then, out of nowhere, a small rush builds at the counter when a man in a black hoodie takes a little longer than usual to pay for a gas can. A second cashier steps in to speed things up. No one is upset. The line clears smoothly, and just as quickly as it formed, the store goes quiet again. The mood stays relaxed. The employees are laughing, trading fist bumps across the counter, enjoying a slow moment in the shift when that same man in the black hoodie walks back through the door. He pays for his gas, checks his pocket for more cash, then heads over to the drinks aisle. He grabs a sports drink, brings it up front, pays without issue, and walks back out. Now, it's 2:58 p.m., and the store is empty again. That's when another man walks in. He moves straight to the drinks aisle without hesitation. This time, the cashier's posture changes. He keeps his eyes locked on him as the man picks up an iced tea and heads back to the register. The man holds the bottle out to be scanned, but doesn't let go. The cashier reaches to take it, but the man keeps his grip firm. Then, without paying, he twists the cap open. The cashier reacts by pulling items off the counter. There's no audio, so we don't know the words exchanged, but the body language says enough. The man appears steady. The cashier is...
I said, what he got his hand out for? He want whatever. What was it, like a money? Bottle of money?
What is it? Was it money?
I don't know, because I'm like, what you got?
Because the way he reached, it did appear that it was a possibility of some kind of...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But also, as for the cashier, just, hey, can you so I can get the scan? I'll let you hold your stuff, but hey, it's not picking up. Can you turn it for me? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have to get it out your hand to scan it, you know? I work customer service. It's just worth this checkout, so.
It's clearly frustrated and pushing back. At the same time, outside the store...
I'm just saying to try to reduce escalating the issue. That's what I'm saying.
A group of teenagers gathers near the entrance and begins drifting toward the entrance. The man finally sets the bottle down on the counter and briefly looks over his shoulder toward the teens, who can hear the cashier raising his voice. The second the cashier grabs the bottle to scan it, the man reaches a breaking point. He starts throwing items across the counter toward him. The cashier suddenly reappears holding a steel pipe and swings it toward the man. And then it happens. The man pulls out a handgun and fires. Then he fires again, and again, and again. When the shots stop, he calmly picks up his iced tea, turns, and walks out of the store. Multiple gunshots echo through the parking lot in broad daylight at a busy gas station. Outside, chaos erupts. The teens scatter in different direction the moment they see the weapon.
Why you worried about getting the fucking video, bro? Go.
My goodness.
Your situational awareness is... God damn, bro. Fuck trying to... I'm trying to get a video on social media. Nigga, go. Cause if he point that gun and turn, he busting your ass too. Oh.
A blue SUV pulls into the lot, but as the driver hears the shots, she quickly backs out and drives away, dialing 911 as she leaves.
Montgomery County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
I don't know the exact address, but it's the Shell, on the Shell station on the corner of Lockwood and New Hampshire Avenue. They just got robbed and somebody got shot. I don't know if somebody got shot, but I heard gunshots.
Okay, ma'am, please take a deep breath, okay? I need you to try and give me the address.
I don't know the address. It's on the corner of Lockwood and New Hampshire
That's
Avenue.
all you need.
I'm pulling back up. I had to wait for the suspect to leave. Can I give you his description while it's still in my head?
Yes, go ahead.
He had on khaki pants, a blue shirt with a blue do-rag covering his head, with a gray hat, with a blue hoodie, and then a tan coat. I'm pulling back up to the gas station right now.
Okay.
By 3:06 p.m., first responders arrive to a scene.
All right, look, we got a black male in an orange sweatshirt, possibly a blue jacket, khaki pants, light blue do-rag, gray hat,
Where is it?
tan coat.
They rush inside and immediately begin working on the cashier, doing everything they can in those critical first moments. But it's already too late. He has succumbed to his injuries before help could truly make a difference.
So he came in, he was trying to buy a drink. Something was said between him and the person, now deceased. And he ended up throwing his bottle down, brought out the gun, and just started shooting. So he shot probably 5 times.
Officers secure the store and spread out searching every corner inside and outside for evidence that could lead them to the shooter.
Hey, can you see what casing size that is? I don't have
It's a 9.
Near the cash register, several 9mm shell casings were found.
Hey, CJ, see if we can get some video going. Okay.
Yep. Hey, so I understand. Okay, I understand it's very frustrating. Can we get some video going?
Yes. But for this guy, we called so many times.
Can you get us a video?
Oh, this.
He's okay.
We're working on him, okay?
He's not alive.
The suspect is no stranger. He's been in the store before and has caused problems in the past. In fact, the manager had called police just the week prior because of him. But by the time officers arrived that day, he had already disappeared.
No, this guy we already called last week.
Okay.
The police doesn't show up. They don't catch this guy.
He was here last week?
I already mentioned to the cops.
Okay.
The store manager plays the CCTV footage for the cop.
The suspect's gonna be wearing...
Look, this guy, you know him. You walk. You don't drive. You don't drive.
Okay, can you stop it for me? You're at 24. He's gonna have a brown vest on with a blue hoodie, wearing blue jeans and white shoes with a white and black baseball cap.
Frustrated and shaken, the store manager steps out of the office to comfort the employees who just watched their coworker lose his life. She witnessed the entire confrontation and was nearly struck by gunfire herself, but she is too overwhelmed at that moment to provide a full statement.
We called so many times for this guy. Cops, they don't catch him.
Emotions inside the store are running high, with shock, anger, and fear mixing together in the aftermath.
This dude's just a little darker.
Initially, just looking at that, I don't.
You don't. Yeah.
Tough. Initially, I would say no, but it's not the clearest picture either. The second picture you sent was clear. You said 2 pictures, right? One was pretty clear. That's about evidence.
Now they need to cooperate fully with investigators to help identify and catch the man who walked in for a drink and left behind a body.
Yes. I'm very sorry.
The manager tells detectives this wasn't the first time he'd dealt with this man. Just a week earlier, there had already been a problem.
And I don't know, last week maybe, it's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Or I'll say Thursday or Wednesday, one of the day.
Okay.
He was here and he was doing like too much outside and inside, so
Okay.
I told this guy to leave.
Correct.
He don't want to leave.
Huh?
When he asked him to leave that day, the man didn't just argue back, he threatened to kill him.
So he didn't want to leave.
Okay.
So I called the cop, and they came, but when they arrived, he already left.
Okay.
But he told me that he's gonna shoot me. He already told me that.
He did?
Yeah, he told me that he's gonna shoot me.
Okay.
He said, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you outside. That's what he told me.
Okay.
And he knows my car because he always stand outside when I come in the morning when I park.
Yeah.
He knows me. But,
Okay.
The manager had even formally trespassed him from the property before, but that order never seemed to matter. The man kept coming back anyway.
We did trespass this guy before.
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
And but he keeps coming.
Do you have the trespass letter?
I just don't know where I put it.
Okay.
But I can't find it. It should be in my office. So I will
Can we
just.
do
When
that
you
right
can,
now?
yeah.
That's like really important.
I don't think he at that time he
Oh, I know why. I think I know why they said it's very important. Because possibly if he has a trespass notice, we have gotten his identification. And we can identify who he is.
Yeah.
So, which is very important.
But if you don't actually have it in writing and you just verbally told him you're a trespass, you can't come, then that's...
Because with the trespass notice, they got to get copy of the ID, which will get your name, address, age, and all that information.
The only thing I find is this one, but I don't know if this is his name.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know if that is his name.
That's possibly him?
Yeah.
Or you don't know?
No, because I have 2-3 people who I trespassed before. So this is one of the guys
so
that
I apologize. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just kind of came in the middle of this. So you know that because did you see the video of who
he was? Yeah.
today?
Yeah,
You saw the video?
I know.
Okay, and you're saying that's him?
No, I'm not sure the person because I don't know his name.
Oh, okay.
The store had 3 separate trespassing incidents on record in recent weeks. One of them has his details, but no one is sure which one it is.
So, yeah, he's not sure. He has like 2 trespass notices. The other one is for Sean Henderson. And then the owner or the manager gave me this one.
At this point, detectives still don't have a confirmed name, but they have a clear image from the surveillance. Patrol units from
Somewhat
nearby
clear
districts
image,
are pulled in. The victim is identified as 61-year-old Ayalu Wandimu. He came to America from Ethiopia, chasing opportunity, trying to build a steady life. In the U.S., it was just him and his wife. He was struck by multiple rounds, and one of those bullets severed his spine.
So right now we're doing everything. We have more officers coming in from other districts to try to find him. We have a helicopter up right now, okay?
Yeah, I understand that. The problem is like we called so many times. We were asking,
Yes.
for protection because this place is a business place, and a lot of times a lot of stealing happens. We called 100 times the cops, but they always come late because they have so many issues too.
Yes.
But last week when I called, they're supposed to call him because he don't drive. He walks.
Okay.
He walks those there, so
Okay.
we
Yes.
can easily get him. And still, I don't think he went far away. Maybe
Okay.
most of the time he stays in Silver Spring downtown. Even when I'm driving,
For
I
him
look
to,
for so many
like-
times. So this.
For him to never see him like pull up or leave out in a car, and
He
he's
said he's on
always
foot.
and he's always coming. I'm saying he may stay somewhere nearby.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
But then he said he sees him downtown a lot too. He said Silver. I don't know if you heard that part.
Yeah, I heard that. Silver Spring.
See him, and he said he just sees him riding by. So
Most of the time he stays in Silver Spring downtown. Oh, okay.
So he I'm sure they'll find him though.
Yeah.
And he stays in Silver Spring downtown. Even when I'm driving, I look at so many times. So this guy, he don't drive. He just walks.
Okay.
Homicide detectives arrive and take control of the scene.
I wonder what the area is. It a high crime area, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got there pretty quick.
Yeah.
So one is still not quick enough though for a gunshot victim. But is it a high crime area or is it like so like like our area here is not a high crime area.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go back home, be like, hey, I need police immediately. You know what I'm saying? The police just ride through the neighborhood. You know, like growing up, police just usually just ride through the neighborhood constant throughout the day. They just surveillance the you know. Here, I don't really see that. If I see a police coming through, I'm like, oh, what's going on? Somebody called them over here. I'm like, there must be something going on. Yeah. Two different things, you know.
Just make sure that the doors are not getting touched by anybody not wearing gloves.
Yeah.
From this point on.
Yeah.
Just because he's not wearing gloves. Yeah.
Now, they have to comb through those trespassing reports and narrow it down. Detectives lean on the store manager, asking for anything that could help them put a name to a face.
Like, did you, know him, or... Yeah. Okay, you know him.
We did trespass him before here.
Mm-hmm.
And after, it expires, right? After, I think, 8 or...
So, hold on one second. Watch the video.
Yeah.
And you immediately recognized him?
I know him. Last week, he fought with me. Last week.
Here.
And that's why, and I was wondering, when he had made the comment earlier that the clerk didn't take his, when he came in, he kind of didn't take his eyes off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, because he was already familiar with him and know that he's a problem, and that's probably also why he did what he did, was trying to just get the drink and scan it.
I wonder, do he normally steal?
That's what I'm saying, and that's probably why he reacted that way. Hey, let me get and scan it, but you don't even supposed to.
You had a previous altercation with him, where I saw that, because it looked like him when he had grabbed the pipe before.
Yeah, it was him. They had confronted him when he walked around.
I ain't gonna hold you with a situation like that. If he had already threatened y'all before to take your life before, that's somebody you want to automatically tread lightly with anyways, because you never know what type of time somebody might be on, So I would, as soon as he came in, you could have. That's why sometimes they have somebody in the back always watching cameras, or have an indicator. I would have already called the police as soon as he came in. I wouldn't even say 2 words to him because he's already an aggressive manner person, I'm saying there's always ways to not escalate a situation. And I always think, hey, at the end of the day, I got to make it home.
But yeah, I agree with you. But calling the police, I don't know how long it would have took them to get there. He walked right back there, got a drink, came to the counter. So my thing is, in that amount of time, what I supposed to just hang around, which is going to piss him off too. What, until the cops come, tell him I'm not going to check him out. That's going to also, with someone that's already kind of, we all. I get what you're saying though, but I feel like I don't know what really much you could have done.
All right, so my thing in this situation, because I also don't understand why does he normally steal? Is that the reason why? But also, hey, I'm just a cashier. I'm gonna go through the transaction. Hey, if he try to finesse the transaction, he try to walk up out of here. At the end of the day, I gotta make it home. This is just this is not my this ain't my my spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an employee. At the end of the day, if they take, that's.
I got you.
In the store.
Yeah.
Do we have a video of that?
He was doing the same thing. Yeah.
Just 1 week earlier, on December 1st, around 1 p.m., the same man had walked into the store and started asking customers for money. The manager was behind the register that afternoon and told him to leave, but he refused. The exchange escalated quickly. That afternoon, he was confrontational from the start. He got right in the manager's face, and just like today, began throwing items toward him. When he wouldn't stop, the manager grabbed that same metal pipe from behind the counter. This time, the encounter was even more aggressive. The manager stepped straight toward him, and they stood face to face. The suspect didn't retreat. If anything, He pressed forward. A female clerk was on the phone with 911, but he ignored it. He kept throwing things, and the manager swung the pole again. He then warned the manager he would kill him if he tried that again. Nothing seemed to break the tension until a woman nearby intervened and talked him down enough for him to finally walk out. The man had become a regular presence at the store, but no one knew his name.
Do you know his name, or do you know? I mean, not from the police or from the form, but from interactions with him. Did you know his name or know what his name was?
You just say he always say I'm the king, I'm the throne. That's what he used.
I'm the king.
Yeah, that's what he said so many times. He just he have a kind of some belief. I think he always doing some shit on his hand like this. I don't know what he does, but he have like.
The manager had crossed paths with him enough times to recognize his behavior pattern. Given how often he showed up on foot, detectives believe he likely lives nearby. They start pulling more surveillance from surrounding businesses and canvassing the area. That's when they catch a break. Directly across the street from the dash-in sits the Enclave apartment complex. Surveillance shows the suspect walking toward that building right after the shooting. He isn't running. He isn't looking over his shoulder. He moves at a normal pace. At 3:03 p.m., just minutes after the gunfire, cameras capture him climbing the stairs inside the complex. He's calm, still holding the same iced tea bottle he carried out of the store. Investigators now know they likely have an armed suspect inside a residential building. They can't afford to wait. With a no-knock search warrant approved, a SWAT team assembles outside an apartment unit, preparing to make entry.
It's a safety thing for you. Probably is. Jesus Christ.
You see?
Oh my God. Oh.
Maybe that was.
Inside, they find him asleep on a mattress. He's taken into custody before he can react.
You went back. How much time had passed? I didn't look at the time.
1, 2, 3.
What day did the incident happen?
On the 8th. Oh, this is the next day. The incident happened on the 8th.
Okay.
I didn't write it down. I just
Right,
remember.
no,
It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Damn, it's cold. Why you want to sit in the cold? Alright, we're here.
Yeah, they
Care
thought
about
you cold-hearted, so they thought you just like being cold.
The apartment is cluttered and neglected. As officers move through the mess, they locate a firearm that matches the weapon used in the shooting. But there's something else, a heavy odor hanging in the air that immediately catches their attention.
That's crazy.
You don't want to go back there if you don't have to. It's pretty bad.
He's just in the crib.
They follow the smell down a short hallway toward a back room.
Shut up, bro. And you just in there asleep, just like. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
My goodness.
Inside, they find a body in advanced decomposition.
Advanced?
The condition makes it difficult to recognize who it is.
Mike, you think a female?
They have a hard time. You just telling me what it is.
I wonder if that was mom.
Female. That's crazy.
It's December in Montgomery County, and the apartment has no heat running. In these cold conditions, the state of the body suggests it has been there for a long time, possibly over a month.
So why we gotta wait for other people to come for me to put some clothes on?
Where's your clothes at?
Somewhere on the floor.
Okay. Alright, let me see if I can pour you some clothes. What is it?
Do you have any other clothes besides what's in here? In my closet, but where's your closet? In my room over there.
Alright, let me see.
Maryland must ain't got the death penalty. Cause I mean, well, there you go. Cause somebody like that, you gotta put,
See if I can get your.
Yes.
Officers also notice the oven in the kitchen is turned on high, yet there's no food inside.
Oh, keep warm. That's heat. That's for the heater.
How do you turn this shit on? Am I done? It's on. Right?
What you doing with a big goal?
Yeah, it's on.
Hey, do you know if your oven's off or on?
I had it on because obviously the heat doesn't really work well. So you just turn it to the left, or to the left.
The suspect appears unable to afford basic utilities. There's no working heat, and his closet is nearly empty.
You want something besides a t-shirt, bud?
I got a sweater and a hoodie over there, right there.
Just, is there anything in there that they could get you, pal?
Is there a reason why I can't have my clothes?
I'm just here, pal. I'm the low man on totem pole. I'm just trying to help you out, get you some clothes.
All right, I'm being nice to you.
That's okay. So, are you saying all your clothes are in here?
Most the ones I be wearing.
Okay, fair. All right.
His name is Tory Damian Moore. He is 34 years old, and according to his lease agreement, he is listed as the sole occupant of the apartment.
Oh.
Could this be Mom? FYI, I'm hot, obviously, but could this be Mom?
Yeah. I don't know.
No
one else was supposed to be in this apartment.
I have not, to my knowledge, he has not been searched. If we just want to check the pockets.
They searched me.
I know, we get it. We do it like 5 times, brother. It's just procedure.
After being searched again, officers allow him to put on additional clothing before escorting him out.
My glasses? Somebody got my glasses?
Where are your glasses at, man?
They were on the floor.
Do we have glasses on the floor in there?
On the table.
Okay. Is he okay to have them on?
Okay. I got you.
Mr. Moore, look at me so I can put these on straight.
They gather his personal belongings, secure the apartment, and begin transporting him from the scene.
Mr. Moore's already ready.
All right, Mr. Moore, let's go.
Oh, hold up. My phone? I need to text my mother and send her some money.
Where do you think it is, sir? Huh? The phone? I think it was, I saw it plugged in.
Okay, we'll make sure.
Yeah, they'll bring it.
Maybe that's not Mom.
If he wants to call his mother, then who is lying in the bedroom?
I really thought that was Mom. I was shocked when he's like, can I text Mom? I mean, I guess I figured it was his mom.
Wow.
The leasing office said no one else was supposed to be in here.
I mean, did you see her? Would you two agree? I think it looks like a woman.
I believe so.
Yeah.
If the deceased woman inside the apartment isn't his mother, then who is she? To answer that, detectives return the next morning for a second, more detailed search, and what they uncover raises even more questions. Additional firearms are found inside the apartment.
Oh, shit.
In that same room, officers also locate spent shell casings. Based on the condition of the remains and the surrounding evidence, investigators determine he had been living in that apartment with a dead body for at least a month.
But could he can? I hate cases like this because similar to the other one we've been talking about for days, right? Can we determine he's the cause of the death of the individual? I need more, you know what I'm saying, more detail to be like,
well,
okay,
I guess that's why
the evidence is strong against him for the cause of death for that person.
Well, I guess that's why he probably mentioned the shell casing found in the room.
Yeah, because if there was no shell casing, no weapon that could be associated, just we know that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm saying it, because, you know, what we've been talking about.
Hopefully it's not to the point where they won't be able to determine that, though.
Yeah.
Possibly longer. On December 11th, two detectives sit across from Tory Moore. The interrogation starts in an unexpected way. Not with pressure, not with accusations, but with a compliment.
We got to do the same form we did last time. You're in good physical condition. I think you said one last time, right? And you're sober, obviously, you're doing it. And the medication will still say the same medications?
They haven't given me one.
But I'm sure they probably will. So I'm going to do this form again. I'm going to read it to you again, okay? Yeah. Today's date is what, Mike?
Today's the 11th. Nice time.
Huh?
Nice time.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to match, man. I'm trying to match.
And if that feels strange for a homicide interview, it only gets stranger from there.
Yeah, man. This one right here might be one for the books. As in, famous.
Why?
You said why?
Yeah.
Tory talks like this whole situation is material for a book. In his
that's not surprising because with the manager or whatever was saying how he be talking about he king and he this and he that. Like
It's like he wants to be famous for something.
And he think of himself like on this
certain pedestal.
Yeah.
Is that the word you were looking for?
It was.
Tory talks like this whole situation is material for a book. In his mind, it's a story worth telling. Tupac's death pushed him into reading. That curiosity turned him into someone who spends hours with books, studying ideas and building his own worldview.
I saw Tupac one time in Baltimore, DMV.
Really? You know, Tupac was born up in Harlem, in a Harlem jail cell. He moved to Baltimore when he was 12 years old, and he stayed in Baltimore until he was 16.
Tupac's from Baltimore?
Tupac grew up in Baltimore, man. He knows Jada Pinkett. Him and Jada Pinkett went to the same school.
He speaks with energy about it, and the detectives let him. They're not interrupting. They're building rapport. Tory frames it as self-defense. He insists he was protecting himself.
I didn't kill that dude for no reason. I didn't think y'all see that. Like, that's the second time I walked into a store.
I'm finna tell you what indicates it not being self-defense, my boy. You stood over the man.
The amount of times and the way you did it. You stood over him, over the counter, just...
If you had... Because he struck you with the pipe initially, right? And if you just had pulled a weapon and let's say he retreated, you can't fire a round. But if you pulled a weapon, he strike you again, you shot him once, bow. And he falls and you flee, it's still fleeing from the scene. I'm saying that's still where, you know what I'm saying? That can be deemed, but if you got a lawyer can kind of get, but then it can be deemed self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you struck me with a weapon, I shoot you. After that, and I retreat, or, you know what I'm saying, I stopped after that, that's self-defense. But with the fact that you pull the gun, you shoot him multiple times, then stand over him, there's no such thing as self-defense. That's... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to already say, you coming there with the gun on you already shows intent. Because you showed up the previous time with no weapon on you, but you threatened that, hey, next time I'm going to kill you. That's already shows intent. But we all have watched so many body cams now where we know they don't even push for first degree anymore. They love second degree now. So at the littlest amount, I'll say it's manslaughter. Mm-hmm. A situation that turned into results, but honestly, it's second degree. Mm. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say, quote unquote, didn't go there with the intent to kill, but you did shoot to kill. Yeah. Manslaughter is somebody dies during an altercation, but it wasn't no intent. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But a situation happened, because that's the difference between first degree and second degree. First degree is you went there with the intent to kill. Second degree is you did intend to kill, but you didn't go there with the intent.
Around my home, and they assaulted me physically with a steel pipe. Is that right?
That's not right. That's not right at all.
He suggests the staff had an issue with him long before that day, that he was being targeted.
But this is on camera. Even the first scenario, I came from the background. I stopped there. Only reason why I stopped was because I was trying to think, do I want to get me a tea or not? This dude, these Ethiopian dudes, I don't know what it is. They have a problem with me. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They even at every store. It doesn't matter. The only one store I really don't have a problem at is the one downtown. The one right beside the fire station. He cool. You know what I'm saying? That's with a little kiosk. You know what I'm saying? He cool, man. I don't really have a problem with him. Everybody else I saw.
The detectives don't challenge him right away. They validate parts of what he's saying. They keep him steady and engaged.
But you see how, like, there's way more to this story?
Right.
You know, so you've killed.
I didn't just go in there and
just but at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, like a homicide is basically, killing another person. Like, when a police officer shoots somebody, right? It's a homicide. It's ruled a homicide. Right. But every homicide may have an excuse behind it. Like, an officer said, a dude pulled out a gun on me, dude pulled out a knife on me, stuff like that. So you can't just be like, all right, well, they killed him, so I guess, it is what it is. So behind every one of those cases is way more of a story than this.
But this case isn't about the gas station homicide. There's also the woman found inside his apartment. She had been shot 7 times, at least 4 of those in the back.
Oh,
Investigators don't yet know the motive of how everything connects. That woman was not his mother. She was Denise Middleton, his 26-year-old girlfriend. Torrey had already told detectives he was in a relationship with the woman found inside that apartment.
Oh.
Remember the shell casings recovered from the room where Denise was found? Those casings carry Torrey Moore's DNA. The same match appears on the shell casings from the convenience store shooting.
So we tested the gun. We found some shell casings where she was. Some of them were missing, but we found 2 shell casings in the room where Denise was. So we compared those shell casings to the ones from the store, right? So we have DNA. It's the same DNA. So we don't have your DNA yet. That's all we're slobbing in. We're gonna take it, and then I'm sure we're gonna say, okay, the same DNA deposit. Because when you load in the shell casings, you put in your skins, your skin cells. It's called touch DNA. Our technology's in the last 3 years just been amazing in touch DNA.
I didn't know the shit.
Well, all I'm telling you is that we have similar DNA. We don't have your DNA. I wish I could say, hey, it's his DNA, but right now that's what we're getting.
Denise had lived in a homeless shelter. In fact, Torrey had struggled with homelessness and had relied on social assistance programs.
So just to go from the beginning,
yeah.
She was staying at 619 University Boulevard East, and of course it's like it's a house where a female stay, and they each have a room and they have a medication thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been invited over. I've been to her house, but of course she snuck me in and stuff like that. Cause I guess I'm not supposed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like one of the things like I saw how they was treating her, and then that I've been through homelessness with her. She the one that led me to Providence Place. You feel me?
Torrey believed Denise was being taken advantage of within the program she was enrolled in.
They taking all your money.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I pretty much like you can have your own place.
Yeah.
Narcissist. Right. What'd you say?
A lot of things, yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I know you.
You can add that. Yeah.
I know you because I know what you
Because
speak.
how you go sit and say, oh, I seen how they were treating her and taking her money and doing this and that.
But at least she was alive.
Exactly. But you turn around, take her life, shot her 7 times 4 in the back. Like, huh? Are we okay?
That's what he like to do. Then my thing is, nobody heard anything? We was just on the phone with my mom, right? What she say? And she ain't even there. So you telling me nobody heard anything? Them walls can be that thick. Can they?
Right? I don't know. Were they brick? Were they?
Were they Project Brick? But you still gonna hear it though.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You still hear that in close proximity. You know what I'm saying? Like everything attached.
Yeah.
And before you still get your money. But instead, these people are taking your money for a room and giving you medicine that you probably don't need. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm like, yo, niece, what are you saying? Not on top of that, it was trying to illegally evict her. They told her she had to leave in 10 days, and
so she kind of had to go anyway.
Right, she didn't have nowhere to go, but at the same time, like, she didn't have to leave that place, but she didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting her know, like, they can't. That's illegal.
Yeah, they gotta go through
they gotta go through the courts to do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, you can stay at my house. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're good at my house.
And you already home.
I've been in the home for almost 5 years.
Okay, I got you.
So at that point, I took her to my house, and we was probably cool and staying over there.
So he invited her to stay with him while she tried to stabilize her life. Their relationship had always been unstable. They would separate, then reconnect, over and over.
But at that point, you guys got separated?
Yeah, I was on the phone with my mom's before the cops got there. My mom was like, yo, I'm not coming to get you to get out of Virginia, so you better get out of here. Yeah.
They argued often and sometimes lived apart. But this time was different. Denise was pregnant with his child.
So then how did she end up from Norfolk, Virginia in New York?
Okay, so I'm telling you. Right. So after she get into the program, right? I'm very sick, dude. I'm very sick about this show. You hear me? Like I'm real like barely eating. You know what I'm saying? Not listening to certain music.
She was pregnant and alone, living in a homeless shelter in Virginia. He was missing her, and she wanted to be with him.
Right. So then she kept calling me every day and was telling me about this and the third, and I don't know, she was talking about other dudes, but pretty much, you know, when somebody keep calling you and look at somebody, they want to be with you. So it was just kind of like shaking my soul a little bit, like, yo, like, you know, personally, like, I feel like, you know, you want to come home, you know, but you're nervous, but I'm the only one that you know you got. Like, ain't nobody else trying to get her home. Right. Like her pops, her sister, nobody else cares. You know, so it's like, I sent her a bus ticket.
So you send out Uber or bus or whatever. She comes from Virginia.
For a short while, things seemed to settle. The arguments didn't disappear, but they slowed down. In October, Tori decided to take her to New York to visit her mother.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to New York this time. Her mom is from Brooklyn. Okay. Right, that's why I said New York. Her mom's from Brooklyn.
So then, how long were you there in New York?
We got to New York. I got a nice hotel again over in Queens. Mm-hmm. And it was at the Marriott, you know?
But even on that trip, they kept arguing.
You know what I'm saying? But she was like, don't talk to me. So when she told me don't talk to her, I'm like, all right, then don't talk to me then. You can't hit my J then. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what she said. So I guess she got mad because I ain't going to hit the J, and she stepped off. So when she stepped off, I went down to go run down behind her, but then I seen her go like to the left. So I don't know what she's going down there for. You know what I'm saying? Queens. Right, we in Queens. I'm like, I don't know what she's going that way for. So I go the opposite way. Yeah. It just happened that, however, I don't even know how, dude. I get to a gas station, I go inside, I think I get some drink. By the time I come back out, she's right there.
But Denise was not alone.
I walk to the 7-Eleven and she's staring at me with some other dude. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
This happened around October 5th. They stayed in New York a few more days before returning to Maryland on October 8th.
That was her.
Right. So you come back October 8th, and that's when the whole story that you told me the other day happened. When you guys are coming, she's complaining about something you not using the bathroom, she's using the bathroom, and then you have like a little thing downstairs where she gets pushed down.
No, I said we was coming from somewhere, and she had she wanted to use the bathroom. And I'm like, yo, we right up the street from the house. You know what I'm saying? Like
the bathroom in your house.
Right, yeah. Right. So I'm like, why? You know, she wanted to argue, but I stopped anyway. But then once I stopped, she didn't go to the bathroom. So I'm like, what was the point of stopping? You know what I'm saying? If you're not about to go to the bathroom then. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, now you're just wasting my time in the cold. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurry to get home. So at this point, it's like, it's as if she's trying to cause a scene to, you know what I'm saying? Like, let everybody see. Right. You know? So it's like, for me, it's like, yo, so you stop fucking with me. I'll push her and stuff like that. I'm not boxing her. I'll push her. Right. And she fell all the way to the ground. Like, she's slicing it. Like, I didn't push her that hard. You see how much bigger she is than me? Right. No, I didn't push you that hard. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you slicing. So it's like, now I'm trying to help you up. You know? Like, come on, get up, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So and it's just like, you're just trying to make me look like I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Tori minimized what happened. What he does admit is that he pushed her to the ground during an argument. She was 8.5 months pregnant at the time. The autopsy reveals Denise had been dead for roughly 2 months when she was found. That places her death around October 8th or 9th, the same window as that physical altercation.
And we still like fighting and wrestling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up throwing up again. You know, that was on the side where she was at, but she was still living. You know what I'm saying? We were still like going through it then. You know what I'm saying? When I left her, she was still living.
The last confirmed sighting of Denise living comes from elevator surveillance on October 9th. The footage shows the couple entering together. Tori blocks other residents from stepping inside. Denise stands quietly in the corner. Once the doors close and they're alone, she moves away from him. She looks withdrawn, staring ahead without expression. Her body language reflects the tension Tori later admitted to. When the elevator reaches their floor, she follows him out slowly. Remember, that's the last time she's seen alive. Tori tells investigators.
Oh, was she trying to? Oh.
And you know why she stood right there that first time? She thought the other dude was finna get on, and I think she kind of like basically hoping. But when the other dude didn't get on, she moved up. She tried to move far away from him as possible. And then this scene right here, she really was trying to hoping the
that
door
doors are
closed.
closed so she can.
Slowly.
My heart.
Remember, that's the last time she's seen alive. Tori tells investigators that after the fight, he left the apartment. When he returned, he claims he found her dead. In Ayalu's case, detectives have clear video of the shooting. They don't need a confession. But in Denise's case, this elevator footage is the final image of her alive. They need motive. They need clarity.
That's where I think it's the most important part of the story. And I understand why you may not want to tell us. But because I think you, A, have to admit it to yourself, and B, it's a tough thing to do. But like I told you the first time I met you, you seem just like a good dude. You seem spiritual. And at the end of the day, people are going to look at this story and they're going to think, like, I'm just trying to be as objective as I can. People are going to think you did it. And they're going to be like, was he remorseful about that?
So they lean into empathy. They position themselves as willing to understand, hoping he fills in the missing pieces.
Because just like with this thing at the store, there was an explanation. They're whacking you with a pole, right? Yeah. Like you said, there's only so much you can take. You're not an animal. You come in there trying to get a nice tea, they're whacking you with a pole. But is this a fucking store policy? What the heck's going on, right? So you see how you could go from, oh, they just robbed the store for iced tea, shot the club, to, oh man, there's a lot more to the story. Just like that, with her, I think there's so much to this story.
They remind him he's already been charged with murder.
I mean, you're already being charged, so it's just a question of, is he remorseful, and B, is there more to the story? Because she's not there to say, hey, I don't know, whatever, don't. Because it sounds like each time, even with this one, the whole Norfolk thing, I heard she's tried to get the charges off because she loved you. And I bet you if things were otherwise, she'd probably say, hey, you know, yeah, let's say she survived. Let's say you shot her and she survived. She would have been like, it's okay, like I attacked him, whatever. But she's not here to tell us the side of the story. Right. You only here. And we're just trying to appeal to the bottom, to you as a good person.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would have wanted her to die or nothing like that.
This is where the earlier rapport starts to matter. The groundwork has been laid.
What happened upstairs in the apartment is a tragedy. And it takes a big person to be able to accept responsibility. Because when you threw up at my office, and you told me why you threw up at Oakleaf, we were tired. But after reviewing everything and listening to the interview, I know why you threw up. I know why you got sick. Okay? You're not a monster. Because you got monsters and you got people that made mistakes. And you're a person that made a mistake, okay? And the bottom line, I'm going to say it flat out, you shot her. And when you shot her, that made you sick to your stomach.
No, that's not what happened.
That's exactly
what happened.
No.
I already threw up. I promise. You know what I mean? I didn't shoot her. Like, you was fighting.
They bring up the evidence again, his DNA on the shell casings found near Denise's body.
Just listening to this, if we step back, right? If we step back and we just let evidence, they're going to say the shell casings are the same, your DNA, we just got it, so we're going to get it done in 2-3 hours. They're going to say the DNA is the same on both shell casings. So for us, do we need some kind of explanation? No, we really don't. But for you, I think for you, it is so important, just like you explain yourself in the story. If we didn't have the video, let's say we didn't have the video. Can you imagine? You think the store people would have told us they were whacking you with it? No. But luckily for us, we have a video that will corroborate what you're saying, right? That will confirm what you're saying. We don't have a video in your. But at the end of the day, for that case, we would have known you did it, right?
But I didn't run away. I just found it on my own.
But what I'm saying is, do we need your explanation? No. It's good that we have a video. In your case, with Denise, again, do we have enough? Yes. Do we have enough to convict you?
Then one detective walks him through his own version of events, step by step, laying it out with the way a jury would hear it. Tori begins to realize he won't be able to reason his way around the physical evidence, so he shifts tactics. He continues denying that he killed Denise. The detectives counter with more evidence, then witnesses who place him with her during that critical time. After sustained pressure, the detective offers him something different, a version of events where Tori isn't the villain, a scenario where he reacts instead of initiates.
I believe you. She's much, much bigger than you are. And just because you're a guy and she's a female, she's probably much, much stronger. You know, with somebody who's heavier that can throw a punch, the force of that punch, just basic physics, is much heavier. And that's what I mean. You did not go there to be like, you know, I'm going to kill her. No, because you just explained it. You didn't walk around with Glock 43 that the cops still have, and you weren't shooting up the neighborhood. You're walking around with that gun. You're not shooting up the neighborhood. But when she attacked you, I don't think you had a choice. You had no choice but to defend yourself.
This time, he suggests, it wasn't just another argument. Weapons were involved.
She picked it up, and she had already had that stick or whatever that big boy thing is in her hand. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That's what that the part that I didn't tell you. You understand?
Tori admits he hasn't told them everything. He begins implying that he fired the gun in self-defense, but the detectives want him to say it clearly.
So did you shoot her?
You shot her. There's no cameras in here.
You're either going to tell us or not, man.
You shot her.
If you're going to tell us, just tell us the rest of the story, man.
Y'all making me nervous though. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like.
Do you think that's going to make any difference? No one's going to be celebrating.
I'm not. No, nobody's celebrating nothing. Like the way I'm looking at it is like.
Well, you're going to tell us what we already know. Huh? But you're going to tell us what we know. That weapons thing, we already knew that. There's nothing here that you told us that's shocking us. So you didn't tell us.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty positive there's nothing here that I'm telling you that's shocking. You know? Exactly. But for me to just admit to a murder that it's not necessarily no evidence that I did.
Did she make contact with you in any way of that sort?
I wouldn't say that she made contact, but like I was trying to relieve her of the other weapon. So she was on top of the bed at one point. You understand? So when I had the sword, you know, I was trying to have a heart to step up, you know what I'm saying? But not stab her, without stabbing her and relieve her of the other weapon. But
that other one was a stick, is that?
Yeah, it's some type of big ass stick.
But he still won't state it outright. So the detective asks him point blank.
No, it's like she probably want to hit me, and I just really want to relieve her of this fucking weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
How many times did you shoot her?
Huh?
How many times did you shoot her?
Did I ever say I shot her?
Yeah.
I did? Or did I just say it?
How many times did you shoot her?
So, I didn't say I shot her. I didn't ever say I shot her.
Again, Tori circles back to self-defense. It was either him or her.
Didn't you say something?
She said one of us going to die in here tonight.
That's what
you know what I'm saying? That's what she said. One of us going to die in here tonight. And I think at that point, it's like, you know, like, you scared my whole life.
Well, just admit it. At first, you said you wasn't even at the crib. Now I was at the crib. She was the aggressor. No, bro, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She was scared to even go around your ass.
You just let me know that you don't mind killing me. You know what I'm saying? In my home.
That's as far as he's willing to go. No full confession, just implication. Just enough, he seems to think, to argue his way through court later. Mm-hmm. The interview ends there. But the case is far from over. Forensics results comes back. The gun recovered from Tori Moore's apartment is the same weapon used in the dash-in shooting and in the killings inside that apartment. Detectives pieced together the timeline. On October 9th, 2022, around 7 p.m., Moore and Denise Middleton enter the apartment complex together. That's the last confirmed sighting of Denise alive. Investigators believe she was shot within minutes of walking inside. About an hour later, surveillance captures Moore alone in the elevator, leaving
drinking his gold peak tea.
His gold peak tea that he
so
just,
that's what he likes to do after he
love.
The scene by himself. For nearly 26 days, Moore travels across the country. Eventually, he returns to the same apartment.
Where he go?
He lives there, in that unit, with Denise's
Yo, so he left and tried to act like I was just. He probably was hoping her body would have been recovered. He probably had the murder weapon on him.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to clean all the casings up, but casings was still there. He didn't catch all of them. And he like, I was gone. I've been gone for a whole month. I don't know where she was. And how you doing all this traveling with no job, no money?
decomposing body until his arrest on December 9th, 2022.
Can't sleep
and the
in the
phone
same
data
room.
doesn't stop there. His search history tells its own story. Questions typed into a search bar. How long it takes for a dead body to smell. How to move a body without being seen. How to plead insanity. On May 16th, 2024, a jury finds Tori Damian Moore guilty of first-degree murder in the shooting death of 61-year-old Ayalu Wondimo, guilty of using a handgun in the commission of a felony, guilty of illegal possession of a firearm. 6 months later, on November 22nd, 2024, a second jury convicts him again. 2 counts of first-degree murder for the death of Denise Middleton and her unborn child.
Thank you.
Additional convictions follow. 3 people are gone. A 61-year-old man who came to this country to work and build something steady. A 26-year-old woman who was weeks away from giving birth. A child who never got the chance to take a breath. The judge hands down the sentence. 3 consecutive life terms, plus an additional 80 years. He thought he could control the story, shape it, reframe it, call it self-defense. If you made it this far, thank you for staying with the full story.
I would 100% say this, boy. You lucky you in the state you in down south. Boy, you would have been that man walking on. You know what I'm saying?
For real though, but they gave him.
Got that green mile. Better get right with Jesus.
What they could give him, which is life.
They would have fried his ass down here.
And rest in peace to every victim.
Yep. Senseless.
Why?
There is no why.
There's no why.
No matter how many times he tried to shape it or whatever, there is no true why.
Never will be. But rest in peace, though.
Facts, man. Hey, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.